It's kind of wild. All right. I just figured since we were watching a video on top 5 ghost videos that we would that I would show y'all that just in case y'all hadn't seen it. Just to go ahead and properly freak y'all the fuck out before we start watching this. So you're welcome.
The Witching Board. Popular paranormal live streamer Ricky Velasquez and his wife Liz traveled to an allegedly haunted house somewhere out in the middle of nowhere in Mexico. Now, apparently the story of this place is truly dark and disturbing because Ricky will only mention that the house was once home to an extremely large family named Hernandez. Apparently, some tragic and unspeakable event occurred at the Hernandez home, and most of the family, including many women and children, lost their lives. Now, whatever did happen, apparently it was so horrific that
the father said, man, fuck them kids, and he burned the house down. Probably.
Many people still leave candles at the house to pay their respects to this day. So after exploring the downstairs, Ricky and Liz head up to the second floor. And that's when they begin to experience something that makes their blood run cold. Ricky is broadcasting their exploration live on YouTube. And as he reads comments from his live stream audience, this happens.
¿Fuiste tú? No, man.
Hold on. I saw this as soon as the camera panned. Right here. You see this? I may just be seeing shit and just seeing shit that I want to see and not shit that's actually there. But at first glance, bro, that almost looked like a fucking face.
No, man. Bebé, háblale tú. No sé.
Hola.
No mames. ¿Qué?
¿Escuchó algo?
¿Fuiste tú?
No, escuchó algo.
The couple hears very strange sounds from somewhere on the top floor. Banging, moaning, and even what sounds like the voice of a young child.
No, man.
So now, in an attempt to make contact with the dead, Ricky and Liz decide to use a Ouija board. And as you might have guessed, it did not go well. During the Ouija board session, the couple continues to hear disturbing sounds coming from the house. Then something happens that absolutely scares the shit out of them.
¿Estás aquí con nosotros?
Oh no!
Sí.
Oh no!
Muérete de aquí.
Oh no! Oh no!
¡Muérete! ¡Muérete!
No! Oh no!
While using the Ouija board, Liz asks, "Are you here with us?" To which a terrifying little voice replies,
Yes.
"Yes." Ricky believes that he hears the voice coming from right behind him. So he looks through a clothing rack that is nearby and sees the horrifying, deathly pale face of a woman.
Oh
The couple
no!
has had enough and they just run out of there as fast as they can. Now, keep in mind that all of this was broadcast live on YouTube. So whether it's real or not, it would have been much harder to fake. But whether it is real or fake, the footage is definitely very creepy. But if you want to take a look at the video for yourself, you can watch this entire
Get that
exploration
bitch
over
off
on
my
the YouTube
screen,
channel,
bro. Ugh.
Ricky Velasquez. Get me out of here. A group of friends are having a great time in Torreon, Mexico when they decide to go on a very popular tourist attraction, the Cristo de la Noa's cable car ride. The cable car provides beautiful scenery of the city as it transports tourists up the mountain and through the streets of Torreon. With such a spectacular bird's eye view of the city, the group of friends can't help but take a video to capture the moment. But what happens on this particular ride is very disturbing.
Mándale saludos a Robert que está allá para acá. ¿Estás transmitiendo, amigo? Sí. Está transmitiendo. ¿Quién está gritando? ¿Qué se siente sola? ¿Sí oyeron una niña que se siente sola? No, una niña no.
What sounds like the voice of a little girl can be heard screaming in terror, and the group has no idea where the voice is coming from. Now, after the video was shared on Facebook, many shocked viewers believe they hear the girl say, quote, "Get me out of here. I feel alone." But unfortunately, I don't speak Spanish. So if you do, please let me know what you think the girl is.
I do. I just don't know what the fuck she said. I don't know what that was. That was like jumbled up gibberish. Really. It sounded like a child. I will agree to that. It sounded like a child screaming. But I don't know how much I've been on a gondola before, which is exactly what that is. I've been on a gondola before, but I was like in the mountains of fucking Italy and it was snow everywhere and I wasn't really expecting to hear anything, but when you're that high up, I don't really think you can hear anything, but they're actually close to buildings, so maybe it was a kid that was being trafficked. Man, who fucking knows? It could be that. To say that this is like a ghostly encounter is kind of like a I don't know. This one's like less creepy than the other one.
Saying down in the comments. Did the group accidentally capture a paranormal event on camera? You decide.
Then again, that sounds like it's coming from right inside. So I doubt that it's coming from the outside and they can hear it from some of those buildings that are seemingly probably like, I don't know, 75 feet away. And they're suspended roughly about like, I don't know, 70 feet off the ground, maybe. Or maybe on the rooftops. Maybe this girl was on the rooftops. I don't know.
We need scary videos. So if you see a scary video that you think would be great on the top 5, email us at nukestop5@gmail.com. 7 days. Popular Japanese paranormal investigators Tomo and Hiro from the YouTube channel Omagatoki Film are contacted by a desperate landlord of an allegedly haunted apartment. The landlord claims that just over 10 years ago, a family of 3 rented the apartment. One night, the father had an unexplained psychotic break and took the lives of his wife and child inside the apartment. Their bodies were found hidden in the closet. The father went on the run.
Damn, he went straight Eminem style.
And he was never found. Since the horrific incident, the owner finds it impossible to get tenants to stay in the apartment for more than a week. He says that within 7 days,
I don't know, this landlord's kind of dumb because, like, if I was trying to find some, I don't know. The whole idea behind, like, oh man, there's some paranormal shit happening in my residence and, like, the places that I'm renting, and no one wants to stay here. My first thought would never be to contact a YouTuber. I don't know about you guys, but that would never be my first inclination. So, I don't know.
All of them abruptly decide to just move out. So the landlord challenges the Omagatoki team to live in the apartment for 1 week to figure out just what it is about the.
Am I gonna get hazard pay out of this? Sorry for sounding materialistic, but I mean, you want my help, right? So a little bit of payment would go a long way, you know what I mean?
Property that causes tenants to refuse to stay. Investigator Tomo accepts the challenge and decides to live in the apartment alone for 7 days. A static camera records Tomo as he sleeps and spends time in the bedroom, where the tragedy took place 10 years earlier.
チャレンジ1日目、さっきまでね、ヒロ君と一緒にいたんで、 まあ、そんなに感じなかったんですけど、やっぱりね、一人ぼっちになっちゃうと嫌な空気はありますよね。周り何もないんで、ほんと山奥の方な物件なんでね、ほんと何かあったら
If something happened to you, you wouldn't do anything.
感じはあるんですけど、
You'd be
まあね、動画的に、微妙ですけど、まあ7日間何もなく。
And 7 days, what's the average time that people stayed in this apartment or stayed in this little bungalow, whatever it is, and left? What's the average amount of time that people stayed? Maybe it's 7 days, maybe it's longer. Who knows?
無事に過ごせればいいかなと思うんですけどね。いやどうでしょう。特に、まあ、やることもなくて。微妙ですけど、まあ7日間何もなく無事に過ごせればいいかなと思うんですけどね。いやどうでしょう。特に、まあ、やることもなくて、ちょっと眠くなってきたんで、もう初日はこんな感じで見ようと思います。
Tomo spends the first 2 nights and nothing really happens. But on the 3rd night, at around midnight, Tomo notices something very odd in the bathroom.
いやなんかさっき見て、あれなんか人影に見えないっすね。いやそれでさっきめちゃくちゃビビって外確認しに行ったんですよ。で確認にもないんですよね。なんかいるように見えないっすか。おかしいよ。なんでなんだろう。
A strange shadow can be seen in the window, but Tomo can't find anything outside that could be casting the unexplained shadow. Then the next night, night number 4, and things get a bit weirder.
トイレに行こうと思って気づいたんですけど、昨日フロアのすりガラスのところになんか影みたいなのがあったじゃないですか。で、ないっすよね。なんか昨日もっと影みたいなの映ってない気がするんだけどな。おかしいよな。なんだったんだ。
The shadow from the night before has now disappeared as mysteriously as it came. But when Tomo goes to bed, he's disturbed several times while trying to sleep, as he keeps getting the eerie feeling that someone is in the room with him, standing near the closet. Cut to nights 5 and 6, and now Tomo starts to complain that he hasn't been able to sleep as he keeps hearing unexplained footsteps, and even more terrifying, the unexplained mumbling voice of a woman. Now it's day 7. Tomo is exhausted and considers quitting the 7-day challenge and just going home, even though there's only 1 day left. Eventually, he decides that he can tough it out and stays for the 7th and final night. The investigator wakes up the next day refreshed and happy. He says he finally got a great night's sleep in the apartment.
お疲れ様です。今急遽トモさんに来てもらいました。トモさんは昨日の夜の出来事なんですけど、最終日、本当に何も覚えてないんですか？特に夢だとかうなされたとかっていうこともないんですか？
いや、なんかね、一番ぐっすり寝るとかな。朝まで多分ずっと寝てたと思う。
本当に何も変わったことは何もなかったんですね。
そうだね、全然何も。昨日は怖い夢も見てないしね。何もなかったと思うけど。
わかりました。
And this is when things get weird.
Oh, it's not
While
over.
Tomo is at work, Hiro goes through the footage that was recorded on the final night of the challenge. What he finds leaves him speechless, because something did happen that night. Something that Tomo has no recollection of. Something truly chilling.
What the fuck? Oh, hell no. Oh, no. Oh, no. He was doing that weird shit where he just stands there, doing nothing, saying weird shit, or saying nothing at all, or just like mouthing things, and he said he has no recollection of it. You remember those? Do you remember the movies Paranormal Activities, where the fucking wife is just standing over her husband just like this? Just like staring at him for like a whole fucking hour, and then just gets back in bed and doesn't remember doing that? That's what he was doing, and then some creepy fucking lady just shows up. Nah.
In the video, Tomo seems completely out of it as he grabs the camera and sits in front of a closet. The video footage begins to glitch as Tomo creepily smiles at the camera and then inexplicably seems to just start crying. The footage begins to glitch and loop, repeating over and over as the terrifying face of a woman seems to peer out at the camera from inside the closet. Tomo says he doesn't remember anything about the incident, and until seeing the bizarre footage, he believed that he had slept soundly throughout the night. So could it be that the investigator captured the spirit of the woman?
And that was the night that he claims he got the best sleep that he had gotten all 7 nights there? Ugh.
Whose life was taken inside the bedroom? The woman whose body was found inside this same closet? Let me know what you think. You can watch this entire 2-part investigation and many more scary videos over on the
God, his face freaks me the fuck out, bro. Like,
YouTube channel, Omega Toki Film. Into the Woods. So it's another week and another mistake.
Again in the fucking woods, huh? Again in the woods. It's... I don't mind the woods, bro. I've been camping. I can survive out there. It's not that bad. I enjoy the wilderness. I enjoy the quiet solitude, all that stuff, but I don't know, man, you throw this weird fucking shit into the mix and I'm kind of out. I'm kind of fucking out, really. And it has nothing, like, I could hear animals in the woods that wouldn't bother me. Crickets, fucking foxes, dude, foxes, so they'll scare the shit out of you. Foxes will scare the shit out of you. Even if you already know what they sound like, a fox pops off in the woods and you're in the woods, you're just like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. I'm about to die. And I don't know from what. It sounds like a dying lady, man. It does. Like a screaming woman that's getting murdered. And then after she dies, she's gonna come fucking hunt you down because you didn't do anything. That's what it sounds like.
Mysterious video. This time I was emailed about a very old video without a source that's been making the
That or wolves or coyotes and shit like that. That probably would freak me out a little bit. Because, you know, I'm not equipped physically to fight off a pack of wolves. I know that dumbass Arian Foster thought that he could, but he's just an idiot. So, I mean, he's a football player, so go figure.
rounds on social media. In the video, a group of friends are camping in the middle of the forest. Late into the night, they start to hear strange sounds coming from the dark woods. Now, in what is probably a terrible decision, they decide to grab their flashlights and go to investigate. What happens next is downright chilling. they search for the source of the creepy sounds, the group spots what appears to be some kind of creature with glowing eyes hiding in the tree line. Shocked online viewers have pointed out that even with the potato quality old video, you can still see that the strange unidentified creature actually appears to blink before it runs off into the woods, adding just a tiny bit more credibility to this very odd footage. But without a source, once again,
Get back to the car and do about $120, $130. You know what? How fast can your car go? Do that. And then just take the ticket. And then just tell the trooper what the fuck you saw, apologize for the speeding, and then continue speeding when he lets you go. I'm getting the fuck out of there so goddamn fast, man.
again, we'll never know the full story on this old video. So is it real?
If I can't tell what it is, bro, I'm out. I'm out so fast, you just don't even know. You just don't even know. I'm out so fast. If I can't identify it, that's it. I'm gone. Because nothing scares me more than things that I don't know, or that I can't recognize, or that I can't accurately describe. And if I can't do any of those things, I'm out. Really. That's just...
Real or just an elaborate hoax? As always, you decide. Getting your foot in the door. Now, if you've watched this channel for any length of time, you know that I've featured a ton of Saudi door-kicking ghost hunters. These include Adventure Allah, Yaza 1200, Abdullah Al-Anbari, and the guy we'll be focusing on in this video, Adventure Jassim. Now, if you're not familiar
I think it's Yassim, but it doesn't matter.
with the Saudi ghost hunters I've featured, then here's a quick tutorial. Number 1, they love hunting jinns.
The Saudis love hunting jinns, huh? Demons, ghosts, paranormal entities, shit like that. I suppose that's one thing I didn't know about that culture. I guess. You can actually color me fucking shocked about that, because I kind of figured, you know, just because you're Saudi, it doesn't mean you're not human. And because you're human, that means you have the capacity to be afraid, just like the rest of us. But nope, not these guys.
يا جن يا جن آخر مرة.
Number 2, the jinns
Watch the jinn speak back and be like, "Don't call me by my slave name, you peasant." I'm just gonna be like, "Okay, all right, good talk." I'm gonna go to another country now. Yes, fantastic. America, y'all taking anybody? Canada? No? Australia? Let me in, please. I don't even want to be in the same goddamn vicinity within 10 trillion miles. I'm out. Bye.
often seem to throw large objects at them.
لعن الله.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
I'm sorry. This is supposed to be scary, but that shit was funny. Some shit fucking moves and he immediately goes to prayer. He goes to prayer in the most fearful way possible. Almost like he actually saw Allah, right? It's like his equivalent of holy shit, but he starts praying. It's like, oh Lord.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. God damn it. Holy shit. It's like, that's what that was, bro. Okay, one more time and then we're gonna continue.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
بسم الله بسم الله بسم الله بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق.
What is that thing? And that thing looks like it weighs more than a couple of 100 pounds. What is this object? It looks like a
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
Bro, that thing looks like it weighs a lot. These jinns, these demons, they're strong as fuck, bro. They're on that devil roid.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق.
And finally, number 3, and most important of all, Saudi ghost hunters love kicking down spooky doors.
كل هذه كل بسم الله لا اله الا الله اعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله. بسم الله لا اله الا الله اعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. بسم الله.
I'm out.
But now, recently, I was sent a video that reveals something new and absolutely terrifying.
Watch him put the door back up or some shit.
الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض من الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه يعلم ما بين أيديهم
He's
وما
having a
خلفهم
battle. He's
ولا
dueling.
يحيطون بشيء من علمه
He's dueling.
وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض ولا يؤوده حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم.
That Jin is like, I'm trying to fucking jerk it here, man, and you're ruining
لا
the
إله إلا
vibe.
الله.
I just want some fucking
That's right.
privacy.
Apparently, these spooky doors are fighting back now. So, just a heads up, if you're a door-kicking Saudi ghost hunter, or you just aspire to be one, you be careful out there.
لا إله إلا الله. لا إله إلا الله. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من لا 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 إله إلا الله. أعوذ بكلمات الله. لا إله إلا الله.
If you're new to the channel, honestly, my videos come out at...
I don't know. That one really doesn't look fake to me. Because as soon as I didn't really see much splicing or much editing to some of these clips where the doors are moving back and forth. To be able to speak, record, kick the door, walk into it, walk through the walk through the doorway, pan the camera around, and there's no one else in the room. You'd have to be if you can fake all that, bro. You're like Christopher Nolan. You might as well get in the fucking movie business. Some of these didn't really seem fake to me. The door kicking ones, anyways. All the other ones could be, or they could not be. I don't know. They're still fucking creepy nonetheless. And eliciting fear is not that hard. You just need the right materials.